What's up, everyone? Matt Gunnifson here, coming to you with another digital rock star interview. We've got Dale here, all the way from Texas. He's one of our digital rock stars who's just crushing it inside our group and our community. He was generous enough to come on here and share some tips and share some ideas and how he's been able to do what he's been doing. We had talked before, and he said that around 100 days, he's generated $70,000 in commissions, and that's how much profit is that, Dale?
Minus 900. So it's literally what, 69,100?
Nice. All right. Awesome. I mean, it's pretty much 100%.
It's 100%, right? Baby.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So Dale, what were your sales just in the last 30 days?
Last 30 days is about 15.5.
Oh, fantastic. Awesome. So I would really like to get into it because you and I talked before this and your background and how you got into this. Tell us the story about how what you were doing previously, how you got into this, and how you've had exceptional results and how you've been able to do that.
Absolutely, Matt. I appreciate that. Guys, again, my name is Dale Peak. I live here in Texas. My background is 27 years in the network marketing space. Been blessed to be at the top of 4 different companies. And have watched them pull the carpet away from a lot of us as top leaders and even non-top leaders, over the course of time. Over the course of, the last decade, I've gone through a nasty divorce. And it's really been a rebuild time for Dale Peak, if nothing else. It's cool and hard, I guess you would say, all at the same time, to kind of reinvent, recreate, and become, start the next chapter. And, so I've been in the network marketing world, and then COVID hit. COVID, I believe, in my opinion, really changed the whole game, in that arena. We went away from being able to do live meetings to doing what we're doing now and doing a Zoom and zooming into, and bringing 27 different people into a Zoom meeting, sitting in their living room where they're not paying attention anymore there than they were when they were sitting in the meeting room with us, but, so it got to a place where, after I moved to Texas here about 7 years ago, it got to a place where, Matt, I was frustrated. I was completely out of the mentality of the network marketing or MLM world. And I did something I didn't think I'd ever do. And I took a job, and went into the wine world here in Texas. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of wine in Texas. It's actually the #2 wine destination in North America now. And I did well. I did very well. I was one of the top sales guys in the entire state. And it was a lot of fun, but I missed the interaction. I missed the people. I missed the fun, in dealing with people in a digital or network marketing style of business. April of this past year, I was actually introduced to Legacy Builders by my buddy Matt from Canada. We were friends for a long time, and literally he called me and he said, "Dale, go to my website, check this out." And I said, "Okay." And I went in and I inputted my email address. I watched a couple of videos and I called him and I said, "Huh? What is this? I don't understand this. This is not what I do. This is not what you do. What is this?" And he said, "Oh, bro, there's so much. Just hang tight. I'm going to send you an email every day and explain to you more and more and more about what's going on. And then there's a webinar you can jump on." I'm like, "Okay." And I was very skeptical, to a place where I sat and I watched Matt for 30 days before I did anything. During that time frame, well, he probably should be interviewed on this because he made 30 grand in his first month.
He actually is.
And
he's interviews, yeah.
And if you knew where he lived, up in Salmon River, out in the, truly, guys, when I tell you he's in the middle of nowhere, he's in the middle of nowhere. And I thought, you know what, if he can do that, I can do that. So I jumped on board, got my stuff set up. May 12th, launched out of the gate. Took me 4 days to get my first ping, my first $900 commission. But since that time, it's been rocking and rolling. And I love this business. I love not having to be the upline. I love not having to be the answer person. I love not being stuck on the phone doing 3-way calls. With, Jody's second cousin twice removed, who she won't talk to at a family dinner, but she wants to be in business with her. I literally, all I have to do is go, hey, did you watch that in the training? Did you watch that in the training? Did you watch that in the training? Guys, the training is so simple if you just follow direction. I tell people all the time, Matt, there's 3 different things that I think somebody's got to have to do this business. You got to be teachable. You got to be coachable, and you got to, I had to put, see, I made a lot of money. I lost it all, but I made a lot of money. But I had to take a lot of my skills that I had learned, and I had to transist them, and I had to start over and start at video number 1 and work my way through the blueprint. I remember I'll go back to that first week I got started, and I remember I called Matt and I said, okay, where's my website? How do I get that out? I'm ready to go. I just bought, where's my website at? Because I'm used to a self-populated website, from a network marketing company. He goes, no. He goes, first of all, there's no shortcuts. And I was like, oh, okay. He goes, start at video 1, work your way through it. Okay. But Matt, I'm good at this. I can figure, Dale, no shortcuts. And he hung up on me. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I started my way through the videos. I got through the 7 days to profit, put my first post up, began to fill the funnel. It has been amazing, truly what's happened, along the way. And keeping my fingers crossed and my content going that we'll hit 6 figures here in the next, couple, 3 weeks.
I love how you just say that casually. That's awesome.
I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
But, I guess if I can be the rabbit, I don't care. People ask me, Matt, I had a guy ask me the other day, he goes, how did you make so much money so fast? You're like an overnight success, in digital marketing. And I said, it's an overnight success that took me 27 years to build.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you're out there and you're like, oh, I haven't made a sale in my first 5 days, I'm going to quit.
Mm-hmm.
There's just, it takes time. Your friends don't know you as a, salesy person. You're a stay-at-home mom, you're a teacher, you're a coach, you're a, Amazon marketer, they don't know you as somebody that knows what the hell they're doing in this sphere. But it takes, if I can give you nothing else, so you got to be teachable, you got to be coachable. You got to be willing to get some work done. Are you willing to put that 2 hours a week in, or 2 hours a day in, building some content, watching the trainings? I still watch trainings every day. I'm in the car a lot. I throw Michelle up on my Bluetooth and let her just talk to me in the car every day. And then the last thing is, you got to have a desire. Why would you do this if you don't have a reason to do it? Very simple, guys. If everything in your world was hunky and dory, you wouldn't be on this Zoom tonight. You'd be out hanging out with Hunky and Dory. Is for things to change, we got to change. Jim Rose said it best: for things to change, we got to change. Is it an overnight success? It can be. Is it going to be that way for everybody? Absolutely not. I've seen story after story after story in the digital marketing world of people who took 3, 4, 5 months to make their first sale. And then it turned on, because then the people began to realize they were here and they were doing it, and they made content and they put it out every day, and they put it out every day, and they put it out every day. And they became consistent and persistent. And I think that's one of the biggest keys to this whole thing, guys, is find a mentor. You and I were talking about that earlier. Find a mentor, use that mentor. You got the system, use the system. Yeah, can I mentor you? Sure. But I'm telling you, I'm being mentored by a lady making a couple $1 million a year selling the blueprint. Michelle's got it together. So figure out what works best for you. Get started. There's no good time to ever make a decision. And the worst decision is not making one. So what other questions for me, my friend?
Awesome, Dale. No, this is great. This is sound advice. So when you got started, let me ask you this. people often ask when they watch the videos, they're like, okay, I get it, but like, what is it that you do? Do you mind sharing just a little bit about what your 2-hour workday looks like?
Absolutely. My 2-hour workday is pretty routine. It doesn't always happen at the same time. It happens in pieces. I try to spend about 20 minutes a day listening to the training, going through more stuff, listening to, it might be the same video. It's just one I got to hear again. My favorite video is 7 Days to Profit. And I listened to that for the first 30 days to make sure I stayed on track. So to about 20 minutes there, I spend about 30 minutes or so doing posting ads in high traffic websites, free copy and paste ads in high traffic websites. Don't get caught up in that. Yes, you can absolutely make some sales doing that, but it's not going to be your 6-figure income. It's a bonus. That's bonus money. And then last but not least, probably about an hour that I'll spend throughout the course of a day creating and posting content to drive people to my funnel. What I've learned is, guys, it's very simple. I can't control results. I can't control results. I can only control how many people. Sorry about that. I can only control how many people go into my email list. I can only control how many people are getting my autoresponders. I can only control how many people are paying attention, are asking for a webinar. I can't control whether they make a purchase or not. That's not my job. My job is not to be the sales guy. My job is to just drive numbers into the funnel. And I think if anybody out there sees this video, you take nothing else out of it, you cannot control results. You can only control your activities. Nobody wins the MVP in Major League Baseball after the first month of the season. No, these guys don't give up if they strike out 4 times in a game. You got to create that batting average, and a batting average isn't created on 100 at bats. It isn't created on 1,000 at bats. A lifetime average is created on thousands of at bats. My batting average is probably pretty good because I've been batting for 27 years. Somebody's just getting started in this business. You're creating your batting average. Don't give up. Don't give up. Just get better.
Nice. So that actually reminds me of my final question I have for you. I appreciate your time, by the way. If you had a tip for somebody who's just getting started, just like one tip, anything specific that stands out to you that you'd want to share?
Watch the videos. Follow Michelle and the system. Mm-hmm. Don't deviate. If you can't watch 7 Days to Profit every day, you're spending too much time watching Survivor. Sorry about that. If you're not spending 20 minutes listening to 7 Days to Profit every single day while you're launching, you're missing the boat. Keep it simple. Follow the system and just do it. Do it afraid. I don't know what to post. Figure it out. My first post, guys, was pretty simple. It was a me emoji that said, "Oh my God, my buddy Matt made 30 grand in his first 30 days while I watched. I'm an idiot. Who wants information?"
Yeah.
And then everybody commented, and then I took them offline, went to Messenger, and got and started putting them into the funnel.
Nice.
Very cool. Yeah, just do it afraid. Do it afraid. Do it a lot. Don't worry about what somebody says. I had a lady. She's like, I just don't like posting because I don't want my friends to think, and to say stuff. And I'm like, ma'am, open your checkbook. Are there deposits coming in from your friends? Are they paying your bills? The answer is no. Most of these people on our social media pages, we don't even know who they are. We think we know their life because we see them every day when they post. But most of them, they might be high school friends and we're 50. We haven't talked to them since the day we graduated. But hey, we're friends on social media, so we care what they think. Guys, there's people on their knees today praying for an opportunity like this. People that and see every single day. It's our job to get it to them.
Yeah, I like that attitude. I like that approach. You know, it sounds like you have a mission.
It is. I know that anybody I talk to can make six figures with this if they choose to. It may not be the first month, the first week, the first year, but if they stay consistent, persistent, and learn the skills, anybody can change their life with this.
Yeah, love it.
Absolutely.
Well, Dale, thank you for again. Thanks for taking the time to do this interview. Sorry, my phone.
Oh, you're good, bud. Mine's been going off too, so we're good.
So for those who are watching, there is a link down in the description there below. If you're ready to get started, if you're ready to hear how you can become a digital rock star, just like Dale, click that link and just get started, or just get back in touch with the person who shared this with you. And Dale, thanks again for coming.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you.
You betcha.